The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of the management and staff of Guardian Radio.
The aftermath of every social revolution brings about change. Cultural norms and landmarks shift as our minds and hearts expand beyond the familiar. To everything, there is a season and a time to every purpose in the land of the living. This is our time to renew, revive, and restore the hope lost to the brain, to dig again and rebuild from the storms of our past on a solid footing that holds. Welcome to The Foundation.
The Foundation.
The Foundation with Hearts Grant is brought to you by Alive, Burger King, Commonwealth Bank, Da Vinci Printing Innovators, Epic Battery, Nassau Cruise Ports, Pinder Towel, Ports International, Print Masters, and Wendy's.
The Foundation. Foundation. The Foundation.
Anniversary time, gonna blow your mind. You've stuck together through good and bad times. A little older, you both are now. Peace, you've earned anyhow. Happy anniversary, anniversary. Oh, happy anniversary. Yes, from all of we. Oh, happy anniversary. May you love each other and live happily. As you walk down memory lane, thinking of the good times and the pain. Good health, yes, may it follow you. Then give God thanks, whatever you do, and happy anniversary.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. 96.9 FM radio. Howard Grant and your company, The Foundation, live and in full effect on this Thursday. Happy anniversary. Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess they don't have the effects, but happy anniversary goes out to Guardian Radio, celebrating 13 years. They are teenagers. They are becoming too big for their britches, I suppose. We ascend towards maturity. This is a solidifying space for us to be able to say that we've reached beyond a decade and we're still growing. And we want to thank all those persons that support Guardian Radio, all those persons that tune in, all those persons that participate, come on the show, all those sponsors that continue to be able to keep us afloat and make sure that we can pay our bills on time. We want to thank you. We want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for being able to give us an opportunity to be able to expand and to pour into our society with the conviction that we have within these particular spaces. The views and opinions may not necessarily be that of the management, but the management has given us an opportunity to be able to express ourselves the way that we should, right? In this kind of a space for us to move forward, upward, onward together. So I want to say to Guardian Radio and the Nassau Guardian and all its principals and shareholders, we thank you. And more specifically to to Guardian Radio, happy anniversary. 13 years. Nobody didn't tell me if we have no cake or nothing like that. But 13 years, guys. This is a significant milestone. And we pray that you're here with us for another 100 as we continue to be able to give you fresh news, smart talk all day, right here on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Guys, it's a beautiful day. Grateful to be here with you. Got to shout out my good, decent people over at AFS Insurance Agents and Brokers. They get everything laid out for you. Make sure you go down there and check them out. Get your insurance and ask about other insurance packages. So if you're looking for something as it relates to being able to make sure your vehicle could keep moving with legality on the government road, and you want to go down there and take that thing, make sure that you're taken care of with the most affordable thing. If it's not the most affordable, it's truly competitive in that particular space. So go down there and check them out. 341 1AFS, 341 1AFS. They can take very good care of you in that space, right? Well, I had a couple people set up to come with me today, and my guy, who is relentlessly talking to us about MST Bar, always being able to talk to us from art development. That's Avery. I wanted to hear from him. I called him a few days back. I asked him if he's going to be here with me. Avery says, Howard, I don't feel so well. I'm under the weather, but hopefully I'm better by Thursday. And I called him this morning, and his wife says to me, Howard, he's not feeling his best, the way that he would like to. He's under the weather. So we're praying for Avery, but we want to be able to lift up MST Bar and remind you for its fiber reinforcement polymers, right? If you're looking for what some people call the fiber rebar for your slabs, for your columns, for your bell cars, for those particular things, and you want to be able to find yourself in a position where you don't have to, watch me, you don't have to be worried in 15, 20 years about swelling, about all those things. You don't have to put in a few extra steps in terms of being able to paint the traditional bars and so forth and so on to avoid the potential corrosion after you put the concrete on it. You can be able to call my guy Avery, and he'd be more than happy to assist you. His number is 828-9527, 828-9527, or 603-4506, right? They're located in the Dugard Plaza, right there in Palmdale. So it's aside McDonald's, right there in Palmdale, and he'd be more than happy. MST Bar, all right? And that's Avery Lightburn. Got to shout him out and make sure he's good. Guys, I keep telling you about this now. Our time is dwindling down. I guess it's rounding up to the crescendo of our expectation as we anticipate this kind of an opening for Coco Plum Wellness. Coco Plum Wellness is going to be moving to a new location in the One West Plaza, and we want to hear more from Dr. Teresa Adderley Smith for her to be able to tell us exactly what's happening in that particular area. We were supposed to move at the beginning of April. I think they got some construction, setbacks. She's geared up. She's ready to go. She says, Howard, as soon as we're being able to kind of release that thing and we're good to go, then you'll definitely know in that particular space and things can happen in those areas. So I'm excited about that. Excited to kind of talk to you about this Coco Plum Wellness. Now, we've been talking about this, and I've heard, Dr. Teresa indicate to me that persons have been calling her all the way from Grand Bahama to say, man, listen, I haven't had a bowel movement in a week. I haven't had a bowel movement in some significant time. My steps are getting slower. I can't do this. I have a horrible time sleeping. I have gas. I have this. I have that. And it's all because of whatever issue that you have with your bowels, whatever issue that you're having with your colon. And she can be able to assist you as being able to get yourself evacuated of that thing that's been held up in you for a little while. So you want to be able to give her a call and find out more information about that, how the thing works. It's not this kind of an aggressive thing. This is not a power pressure. It's not a pressure cleaner. It's not one of those things, right? But it does use room temperature water, and it is not an aggressive thing. Just gently allows water to be able to fill within your colon and all those things that's on the walls of your colon that's been kind of sitting there for 10 years, 15 years, however long these things have, without being able to give due care and attention to it, is now going to be able to, with significant sessions, however much sessions you need, it can be able to kind of rid that wall. And then you feel revitalized. You feel rejuvenated. You feel all the calcium and the vitamins and the minerals that you take absorbed into your bloodstream and everything's taken care of properly. You could see your color return to your skin. You could see the color return to your neck, around your eyes, all these things simply because you get your colon clean. It's a hydrocolonic. You get your colon clean. And if you don't understand the science behind that, what you ingest sometimes, bread and all these particular things, these pasty stuff that actually slide down the walls of your colon, the walls of your intestines, and doesn't allow for the absorption of the actual minerals in these foods. And so because you don't allow, your body is not allowed to be able to absorb it because there is a barrier, colonic does, is being able to gently chip away and move that barrier, rinse it out, so you could find yourself in the position of productivity in that kind of a space. So you want to be able to get that done, right? I don't know what these people say. Something about cake, Howard, right? So we're going to be able to talk about that, and I want to be able to let you guys know exactly what's what. Give her a call at 445-8111, 445-8111, and we could be able to take very good care of you. Get 25% off on Mondays, 25% off on Fridays. Every Monday, every Friday, you get 25% off with Dr. Teresa Adley Smith for the hydrocolonic over at Coco Plum Wellness. And on the 25th of every month, in the year of 2025, you get 50% off. All right. So if you want to be able to booking right now, then you can be able to ensure that we can be able to take care of these things. All right. So you can do that. www.cocoplumwellnessbahamas.com, cocoplumwellnessbahamas.com, or give her a call 445-8111. You know, the space that we're in, we're doing what we do on a regular basis, being able to talk about these things. Check this out. Make sure you pick up your Guardian newspaper. All the information's in there. Government signs energy deal. Is it just me, or do we cringe every time we see a picture with people signing things now, right? Is it just me? Like, oh, God, I hope all the T's crossed and the I's dotted, because we can scrutinize this in a minute. But all the information's in there. Government signs energy deals. The government signed 3 contracts for renewable energy and liquefied natural gas system at the office of the Prime Minister yesterday. The office, one contract covers solar for New Providence, while the other 2 develop hybrid systems for Abaco, Eleuthera, and Exuma. These look like fairly young men. I want to be able to congratulate these guys. I don't know these guys. Dalen Sawyer, or this is from left is Deputy Chairman Dalen Sawyer, Brown, Echo Energy Bahamas CEO Arnold Forbes, Echo Energy Managing Director Vince Pettigan. So I want to congratulate you guys for being able to take that step and make some things happen in those areas as we continue to be able to move with determination into the future of this country. Guys, like I said, pick up your Guardian newspaper. All the information's in there. We will cushion blow from the tariffs. Higher prices expected. I can talk about this for a little while. As we continue to do that, government breaks ground on new health center in Coconut Grove. To a jolly and smiling Malcolm Halkidas, knowing that the victory is afoot, he's placed himself in this kind of a position where he's building something significant in Coconut Grove. So let's talk about that and talk about those things. U.S. Embassy tells tourists, avoid renting jet skis. This is bananas. How wet money can make their money. You know the wet money need to make their money. Well, we can talk about these things, guys, and be able to do that. But you know, on Thursdays, we always identify the fact that our paper is a little bit thicker, just a pinch thicker, as a result of the supplements that are in there. And one more specifically that I always try to acknowledge is the obituary. Now, the obituary section is from our brothers and sisters who've passed away. I often say this. Well, I don't do this every day, but every Thursday I'd like to take the time out to tell you about the obituary and the inspiration section in the paper. And I identify that through the lens of those particular persons who would have contributed to of what it means to be a Bahamian, what it means to live in the Bahamas and to be from here and to enjoy this, and now to be laid to rest in the Bahamas. And so our brothers and sisters have passed away. And I'd like to take the time out to be able to acknowledge that, to look through this particular paper. Gia Jean-Pierre is in the papers today, 46 years old. A lot of persons have been talking about her. She's from Grand Bahama. She's a playwright. She's been doing tremendous amount of things. She's in the papers today, so I want to be able to say condolences to her family and to all those particular persons who are in the papers today. I say condolences to you and yours. And like I said, if you're one of the persons that is responsible for being able to put down your loved one with this kind of, the character, the responsibility, the personality that they had, if you can capture that, just like one last wave goodbye and you want to be able to catch the essence of who they are, I always tell you to go and check my people out over at Butler's Funeral Homes and Crematorium. They got everything laid out for you. The ladies down there will do a marvelous job and help you through that grief counseling, take those strategic and specific, those necessary steps to being able to help you to understand that this is a part of what needs to be done. And to honor the body, to honor the life that was, they can take very good care of you. So go down there and check Butler's Funeral Homes and Crematorium out. They're located just at the south side of the Pink Plaza, right there by the Porter's Key Dock. The street is called Ernest and York Street, right? You can be able to take care of that. They'd be more than happy to take care of you, all right? So, guys, all the information's in there. I want to play a little something for you. As it relates to these particular things, one day we're up, the next day we're down. We don't know what in the world is going to happen. Trump, he's tweeting, today is a good day to buy. And then all of a sudden, day, an extension, an opportunity for you to be able to do some things. I want you to be able to listen to Dalen as he talks to us just a bit, a pinch about these particular things. So just a little bit about this. This is one of the guys that I look at TikTok. He does the daily news on a regular basis.
Ain't no way Trump has paused the tariffs. After all of this, he has paused the tariffs for 90 days. Apart, actually, from one country. One country, he said, not only am I not pausing it for you, but I'm increasing it to 125%. Guess who? China. So after saying this, the S&P, the markets shot up immediately. And he said that he's pausing it for 90 days because 75 countries have already reached out to him and started negotiating, saying that they're going to invest more in America, that they're going to, close the trade deficit, etc. So, breaking news, Trump has paused the tariffs for 90 days. Life continues as normal, I guess.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I suppose life does continue as normal. And we have the responsibility for being able to understand the ebbs and flows of not only politics, but the economy. We talked about the fact that this is fluid. We talked about the fact that some of these things would happen. Now, the reason we can go into this conversation and kind of expand upon it and have this good conversation is because two of my guests, I told you, is under the weather, and the guest that I thought I would have had this morning, she didn't call. So it was no call, no show. I'm not going to fight her. So hopefully we could be able to reschedule that and have a good conversation afterward. But this is where we are now. I think I expect Ian to be able to join me at 1 o'clock. But if not, this is where we are now. Guys, you can give me a call, 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259, anywhere for the Family of Islands, 242-300-5720. Hit me up, 422-4796. The government's taken on this position and acknowledging that the Bahamas is facing a new and very significant challenges due in part to tariffs announced by United States President Donald Trump. Prime Minister Philip Brady Davis, in a national address last night, said that he's exploring various avenues to minimize the blow to the local economy. But he was short on specific initiatives likely to have any immediate, meaningful impact. The Bahamas is among countries now subjected to a 10% base rate tariff on goods exported to the United States of America. Now, this is information after the fact that Trump has actually given a 90-day sort of a stay period before he executes those. And I don't believe it's for anything other than for you to get your affairs in order. That's all this is. He said 75 countries has come to him and asked him. Yesterday, he didn't say that. Yesterday, in the formal black and white, bow tie affair that he had, he's indicated that all the countries are coming to me, kissing and this is what he said. I don't want to kind of amplify that thing, but this is just what it is. This is what it is. This is totalitarianism. This is the insurgence of gentrification. This is the idea of what a Trump era look at this particular time. Now, this is not saying that I believe what he's doing is to the detriment of America, to the detriment of the world. I believe that this dispensation that we're in, at the beginning of the year last year, there was an introduction to a new podcast. Shannon Sharp, right? Club Shay Shay, right? Kind of a weird thing. He came from sports. He just wanted to kind of interview some people. Club Shay Shay. He was sitting with them. He was sitting with on a sports network, and then he decided to be able to kind of. Well, he didn't decide. It was decided for him that he should leave. So he found another platform and he did some stuff and he interviewed Cat Williams. Club Shay Shay, Cat Williams interview. That particular podcast had hundreds of millions of views. Am I correct? Was it hundreds of millions or 50 million? I can't remember. But anyway, it was a tremendous amount of views. Cat Williams made some declarations, made some announcements, made some pronouncements over the entire year of 2024, assured in his position for some reason, very peculiar, very particular, that he would stand in such an assured position and make declarations for our expectation of 2024, and indicated that the year 2024 would be the year of exposure, of revealing, of release, right? I can't remember his words exactly, but nonetheless, the declaration was for those and those things that have been sitting in the dark, that needs to be able to come out for the righteous men and righteous women to find themselves fortified in their faith and moving towards the purpose that God has called them to. This is the embodiment of the interview. This man interviewed last year at the beginning of the year. This year, there was more of a subtle pronouncement and declaration over America that, as a result of the tentacles of America, has been able to run down the proverbial beard. That oil has run down the beard into almost every subsector of the world, especially the free world. Now, as a result of that, a lot of persons are looking internally. We've had this conversation and discussion about the fact that the youth has indicated that this is the era that globalization is done. And so if globalization is done, we start to look at this kind of an internal this internal concept of self-governance and understanding our autonomy, our position, our responsibility. I thought that Mia Mottley would have been one of the persons that would lead this troop. I am peculiar like that. I identify these things and I say, well, maybe Mia Mottley at the head of CARICOM can lead us in the direction that we need to. Maybe her leadership can motivate others to understand. And some of the first declarations that she would have made after Trump becomes president, and especially with the introduction of this tariff, the looming war that exists in these particular spaces, there is this sort of a knee-jerk reaction to tap into the diplomacy of nostalgia. That's what they're doing. And that's what I feel like our prime minister is preparing to do. We start to be able to talk about the fact that he was a little bit short on the specific initiatives likely to have immediate, meaningful impact. I don't believe that he has one. I believe that they have put all their eggs into the cart of diplomacy and hoping to tap into a man, an idea, and be able to hit with nostalgia, that you could be able to release yourself and be more empathetic with us. I think that that's what they're hoping for. There's no real strategy here. None. None for the Caribbean, there's no real strategy here. So as we look at this, the question I have is whether or not we're prepared for what's coming down the pipeline. If our Caribbean leaders, for the strength that they exude within their own sectors, within their own countries, within their own spaces, if they don't understand to identify and distribute, and you know what this is? This is a forced WTO. You remember one time ago we was afraid of this? You remember one time ago we were afraid of the idea that people will come in from other countries and be able to access our jobs, that we couldn't do anything about it, and how would we survive, and what's going to happen to this and that. This is a forced WTO. You remember we talked about this? You remember, and I remember years ago, the introduction of this conversation was led, if I stand to be corrected, it was led because I remember a great deal of conversations Zhivago Lang had about WTO and what it could mean and how he dispelled a lot of these notions and ideas that persons clung to with this kind of my God, I can't even get a job to the pump. This is what people were saying years ago. But this tariff war, for me, revives the concept and idea, and not through the lens of necessity. Not through the lens of a requirement from an external entity, of a governmental requirement, but this is through the lens of survival of our kind, of our people, of our race, of this era. This is through the lens of being able to ensure that we could stay afloat. And I don't want to be one of these doomsdayers, but I believe that when we start off in this particular manner, we don't anticipate the turbulence that exists ahead. China is built for it tough. They're built for this. This is what they want. To be wooed by the idea of the technological advancement that exists out of China and view them through the lens of advancement and by the principles of the United States of America under the banner of democracy, but that's not who they are. These are people that get into subsectors and areas of technological advancement as a result of the talent that they shown when they were babies. When they were out the womb and identified that you're going to go in tech, you're going to go into engineering, you're going to go into textile, you're going to go into manufacturing, you're going to go into, and you were chosen to go into a specific sector or subsector. And they've developed you in that particular mindset from you were a child. We forget that. We forget that this is not the same game that we play in the Western world. That the innovation that exists within us and the ideas that we have for business, and then we craft that together, and then we find the proper persons to be able to assist us with that, and it is value the company, and based upon the valuation, we see whether or not we can find a company to be able to pour into it as an angel investor or a startup company and all this. That don't happen. I don't know that to happen in China. I don't know that to happen in China. All we see is new technology coming from nowhere. Who's funding this stuff? Where did these guys get this stuff from? Even for a demo, it costs a broke boy X amount of $1,000 just to be able to produce that. Who's funding this stuff? And they ain't wasting no time with the funding. I saw something out of China the other day, and I said, these people don't have nothing to do. There was this bed in the middle of the bed. I can tell you this, go on TikTok. In the middle of the bed, you remember those beds that used to be in those cheap motels that we would watch in movies that could rotate, and then the bed would vibrate and so forth and so on. This was, for fun time hotels, that we would watch in movies. All right, the cheap, sleazy motels on the side of the road who are just looking for $25 for an hour, whatever the case may be. And the bed would rotate. This was years ago that I would watch movies in the 70s and the 80s, or movies from the 70s and the 80s, and just look at those things. Then it got into water beds and all these things like that. I looked at TikTok 2 days ago. And on TikTok, it showed these beds. There's a new type of bed. In the middle of the queen size bed, there is a thrusting, right? Like just like a thrusting, boom, 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 like a consistent thrusting in the middle of the bed that continues to be able to pop up, right? Almost like a hand is underneath the mattress, and it's just thrusting. So I'm looking at this, I said, I don't know what's happening here. I didn't know whether or not this was a gimmick or a joke, or I didn't know what this was. I just was scrolling across it. And just like the guy, Tony, that sells all the luminary lights and all this stuff like that. Hey, I'm Tony, right? This was sort of the same setup. And I'm looking at this, I'm trying to figure out what this is. And the salesman lays on the bed and he puts his hip right atop the thrusting. And his pelvis is just moving, boom, 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 as he relaxed there. And I look at him, and he looks at me, and I feel like he's looking right at me. And he smiles. And I knew exactly what this was, and I said, China has way too much time on its hand. They're creating technology for the purposes of creating technology. They're in competition with no one. They're getting an idea out, and they're finding support from the Chinese government. No way the world could compete with that. They're connecting the entire China, and we're having a conversation here as they enjoy the 125% tariffs that's been levied against China. They're making a decision to be able to pull away from some things. China supplies the world. And so when we look at this, we have to make a determination as to where we stand. And to talk about nostalgia and a relationship that was, Justin Trudeau got fired despite the relationship that existed. I don't know why we feel like we're in a better position. Let's talk about that. Talk about the strength that we are. I want you guys to join me in conversation. Let's take this quick commercial break and be right back after this.
Foundation.
Do you have uncontrollable debt? Are you ready to make that move to Fidelity for a stress-free future? These loans have a built-in savings plan that pays you unbeatable interest. Ask about our debt consolidation loans today. Call 356-7764.
Fidelity, we're good for you.
Are you craving that fresh, famous food, but don't want to break the bank? Wendy's has got you covered. You can now enjoy the $5 Dave's deal at all participating Wendy's locations. Enjoy a Dave's single, a classic, or spicy chicken sandwich made with fresh ingredients for just $5. So don't compromise on flavor just because you're on a budget. Wendy's always offers fresh, famous food at a great price. Certain conditions apply.
You or a loved one currently under medical care? Do you need affordable medical supplies? Ports International is the largest home healthcare supplier. Our compassionate team is committed to patients and their loved ones, wheelchairs to walkers. Ports is a one-stop shop for your medical supplies, and we accept all major insurance. With 2 locations to serve you, at Airport Industrial Park and Shirley Street, we also ship to the Family Islands. Visit us on Facebook or call Ports at 377-1771.
Foundation.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. It's a text is coming through. It says, life continues at normal. Do you know how many consumers and businesses rely on cheap goods from China? One U.S. business owner was only today crying. This is a text that's coming through. Literally crying and saying that she can't survive this and that she needs her representative to do something. The farmers depend on China to buy their produce and supply them with cheap farm equipment. Life ain't back to normal. By the way, Trump corrected today that the tariffs on China's are 145%, not 125%. The markets dropped instantaneously. The markets picked up and then it dropped instantaneously, I suppose. Listen. when Hubert Ingram made a determination and a decision to be able to shift the direction of Blue Hill Road and all the other places, and the Coconut Grove Committee that was headed, I think, by Ethric Bowe, my good friend, at the time, and the agitation that happened, and Jiffy's Cleaners left, where they have Wendy's right now on Wolf Road and East Street, right? It's Wolf Road and East Street, right? All these things happened. There was a shift. All these things happened in our community. And life went on. Life went on. These are decisions, and someone that we have identified and placed in an authoritative position to make these decisions for us, they've decided that based upon what forecast that they're reading that we may not necessarily have exposure to, these are the decisions that they're making to be able to see change in the communities. I just want to be very straight with you and very clear. I believe that this is going to be a significantly hard pill for the world to swallow. But as we get over those 12 steps of grief that we have to go through, there's 12 steps of displacement that we have to go through. The disbelief, the crying, the sobbing, the disbelief, the questioning, all these particular things, we're going to get to step 6 and we're going to have to start rallying ourselves up. And that rallying cannot only be confined to the Bahamas. We don't have the strength to rally ourselves and do what we must for 400,000 people alone. But we do have a significant influence throughout the region. Throughout the region. We've maintained that influence, and it is time for us to be able to cash in those things. And cashing in that influence may look like modification and really fortification for CARICOM. CARICOM, who's been doing nothing but genuflecting to global politics and trying to find a way to be a liaison between the big G6, G7 nations, all these particular nations, and then find a way that we could comply locally. That's what CARICOM has done, for the most part. CARICOM has been this vessel, this liaison, this element that has converted a complex thing that's happening over our heads in the world and tried to be able to reduce it to a space that we could absorb it locally. This is bananas. They've never stood out, and said that this is where we stand. Even during the global pandemic of COVID-19, we didn't stand as a bloc. Do you remember that? Why people, these economists, these politicians, these historians, all these particular persons don't recognize that this is reciprocity. This is cyclical. This is a cycle. This comes back. It comes back. You keep looking at it from the position that, okay, no, I have favor. I will get access to these things. But no one has considered that the spirit of favor that existed upon you rich at one point has left you. It has left you. And the only thing that you're doing is being able to spin your wheels, going back to the same space to ask for something that you've been rejected from. This 90-day period is for Trump to be able to reorganize what he's doing and then to be able to hit with force when he gets back in 90 days. This is not done. There was an expectation that the Ukraine war, that the war between Russia and Ukraine wouldn't last 2 weeks. Wasn't it this? Didn't they expect the same thing in Vietnam? War is business. It's big business. Even when the S&P tanks somebody making money, this is big business. And in this kind of a business, Trump is manipulating the market to be able to test his strength, I believe. And in testing his strength, all of us have to endure, suffer, to grin and bear what's happening the world over. I just want to be decent with you as I have this conversation. Our leaders need to wake up. We cannot do what the Minnis administration has done during COVID-19 and reach out to Pfizer or reach out to the other people who was doing these things and say whether or not, hey, listen, when y'all get the things, we have $200,000, we've already sent them. Whilst those big, giant nations already send the people $1 billion. We have to pool our resources, to pool our talent, to pool our products, to pool everything and find a way to survive in the event that something happens, whether it's this, whether it's a potential war, we have to find commonality amongst our brethren. We've recognized and understand that the revival of this spirit of selfishness, this self-absorbed, centered position in America has been revived. You got to remember, you got to, listen, man, just do your history. Just do your history. All we have been grappling with over the years was tolerance. Tolerance. And that looks like it's been dried up. Everyone has been telling us over years to find a relationship and strengthen that in the region. And we've done nothing for it. We're going to have to get to those things. Guys, when we get back, we're going to dive deeper into the conversation. But I should be here with Ian, all the way from Direct Marketers, being able to talk like this, the way that we are, all right? Let me take this quick commercial break, get to news, and be right back after this.
The Foundation.
The Foundation with Howard Grant. We'll be back.
The Foundation. The Foundation. The Foundation.
Tired of banks forcing you to use technology to bank the way they want you to? Your convenience is important. So no matter what your banking needs, Commonwealth Bank's friendly staff are always available in branch for that personal one-on-one service. But when you choose technology, our online and mobile banking app offers you state-of-the-art functionality. The choice is yours. Commonwealth Bank. Bank the way you want.
Why settle for the typical burger when you can indulge in the Steakhouse Bacon Whopper at BK? The king is raising the stakes with a masterpiece that combines all of your favorite steakhouse flavors. A juicy beef patty topped with A1 steak sauce, crispy onion, savory bacon, Swiss cheese, creamy peppercorn aioli with fresh lettuce and tomato. It's a steakhouse experience you can hold. Crafted the BK with the Steakhouse Bacon Whopper is bursting with flavor. Only available for a limited time at Burger King Nassau.
Now let me see now. 326 EPIC. Hello? This Epic battery. This Miss Beulah from around the corner. I hear you're selling tires now on Wolf Road too.
Praise the Lord. It's about time. I live Fox Hill and Fire Trail. It's too far.
That ain't all. They open Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. On Sunday and holiday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
My brother Sam, he's a hacker, and he could go right there and get fixed up.
Call us at 326 EPIC. We ship also to the Family Island.
This is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news and intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversations. 96.9 FM.
Foundation. Foundation.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. 96.9 FM radio. Howard Grant and your company, the Foundation, live and in full effect on this beautiful Thursday, Small Business Thursday. We made some modifications at the top of the hour, talking a little bit about tariffs. I know you guys have probably, you've had your fill of that. You want to get into politics. We're going to do our best to kind of be able to do that. Tomorrow, you should join me. I'm going to be down on Carmichael Road to Sell All, the Marshalls Plaza, right there after you pass the Bank of the Bahamas on the left-hand side. You're going down. On the left-hand side, you'll be right there. It's a Sell All Plaza, right? It's the Marshalls Plaza, and it's Sell All. So he has all the electronics. He's going to have something great going on. Mr. Marshall's down there. So 12 o'clock to 2 o'clock, you're going to be able to hear us go live from the Foundation right down to, on Carmichael Road tomorrow. So I'd love you guys to be able to join me, and I'm sure that we can get some great discounts for you all. I could just be able to say a little something before we get to Ian to be able to come on. I had a project. I was able to purchase 12 phones from him, right? And it was such a good rate that he gave me. And he said, well, Howard, we can be able to do something else. My brother calls me, and my brother says, listen, I need a good phone, right? I need an S24 or something like that, right? So I said, okay, no problem. Let me see if we can call Mr. Marshall. Call Mr. Marshall. Mr. Marshall gave him such a good opportunity and a good rate. He said, I definitely purchased the phone. So he purchased the phone, right? I went there the other day to be able to purchase something else. I can't remember what I got, right? Something, but it just so happens that I walked in there, right? Oh, my son's telephone wasn't working. And so he said, Daddy, I can't see anything on the screen. I said, oh, okay, let's see if we can go by Mr. Marshall and get one of these phones. Mr. Marshall not only gave me sort of a bundle deal with the phone, the boy got a phone and a watch, right? And he said, oh my God, his sister, Hillary, he said, Hillary can be so jealous. I said, hold on, wait. I can't let my baby girl be jealous. So I walk inside and I buy 2 of those things. When I get in there, he has Starlink satellites. He has everything available. Beautiful products. Beautiful things in there. We're going to talk all about those things tomorrow. I want you guys to be able to join me on Carmichael Road tomorrow at 12 o'clock and come with your pocketbook ready to be able to get electronics that I've seen around here. So we're going to be able to talk about that. He has been able to supply me with a great deal of things. Mr. Marshall, we look forward to seeing you and thank you for being able to support us here at the foundation. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to be able to introduce you to none other than the man, the myth, the legend, Ian Thomas, all the way from Direct Marketers.
Make some noise. Crowd goes crazy as I walk in.
The crowd goes crazy.
I'm telling you, man, everywhere I go. They go, I'm telling you, it's like, it's unbelievable. They go, Ian, you and Howard, you guys kill me. And I'm like, yeah, Howard's pretty good. And once again, I would like to thank.
Thanks, guy.
Yeah, I would like to thank everybody for, always telling me, Ian, you're such a giving person to allow Howard on the show.
I appreciate you, sir.
Yeah, man. Howard,
I just want to let you know that.
Listen,
I'm grateful.
If you keep doing what you're doing, you're going some places someday, buddy.
Even when you're not here, you allow me this space.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I say, Howard, what you doing?
This guy.
He said, I radio on the blocks, just chilling.
This guy.
I said, listen, here. I said, here's $1, and
I appreciate
get off the streets and go on the radio and do something.
I appreciate you, sir.
Man, listen, I'm a giving
guy.
Praise God, I'm a giving guy. Hey, listen, man, I got to get straight into this. Who am I?
The girl some sugar.
I do. Hey, listen here. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ian Thomas, and I am from Direct Marketers. Direct Marketers is a marketing company where we specialize in radio, TV, print, social media, and e-blast. So if you have a business or a business idea and you want to know how viable it is, please feel free to give me a call at 552-0212. 552-0212. Dial 552-0212. That's 552-0212. That is.
You got to cut that shit.
You can get that on iTunes right now for 99 cents.
You can do that.
Hey, if you got a business and you don't know what to do, dial 552-0212. You want to grow, but you don't have a clue? Dial 552-0212. I get results when I do what I do. Dial 552-0212.
Let me beatbox and you do it. Do it again.
You ready?
Okay. Yeah, let's go.
You got a business, you don't know what to do? Dial 552-0212. You want to grow, but you don't have a clue? Dial 552-0212. I get results when I do what I do. Dial 552-0212. With one call, man, I'm ready to move. Dial 552-0212. 552-0212. Dial 552-0212.
Hey, you can't have about today. You can't have about today. You can't
have about this, man.
I'm beatbox from the 80s.
I'm telling you.
It's crazy.
Yeah, but you still got it, man. Hey, listen here, man. Hey, Howard and I, we get together and we have a great time together. But we are so in tune when it comes to people making money, and we're so happy when customers and clients call back and say that, hey, we got some great response by being on the show, and that's a wonderful thing. So it's 3 things that make us do what we want to do. First of all, you have to live by these 3 things. Remember, CYC, And we know what that means, right? We know what that stands for. CYC. Conserve your cash.
Oh, conserve
you,
your cash.
Yes.
Oh,
you must conserve your cash.
Like, what?
Pick up the phone, call somebody
I forgot
right
about
now.
conserving cash.
Yeah. Call your mom, call your friend, or walk into your boss office and say, "Sir, Mr. Johnson, look here. CYC. If you're stuck in traffic right now, just stick your head out the window and tell the person next to you, hey, you want to pull over? CYC. You must conserve your cash because it's so important if you want to do things in life. Also, WTF. You have to watch the fees. You got to watch the fees. WTF. Remember these things. And then you're going to have a great life and you're going to be able to afford the things you want. And lastly, you know what? You got to be a MILF. Why? Because MILFs know what to do. And what does MILF stand for? Money ensures life's freedoms. So remember, in order to have a great, prosperous life, have all the things you want, you have to remember CYC, WTF, and be a MILF. And you'll have a great life. So, is that good, Howard?
Thanks, guys.
Good.
Thanks.
Hey, Howard, man, listen
We
here.
needed that.
I got to tell you about Eastwood Family Practice. He says to tell you that you can give him a call on that thing that we spoke about, and he'll definitely move forward with that. Also, I got to let you guys know, there's been a report about the increasing rate of STDs and STIs occurring worldwide, but mostly we're talking about in the Bahamas. If you are entering a new relationship or you want to check your status, you know, something's not right down there. You got a little itching or burning or scratching.
Hold on. Wait.
What happened? Talk to me.
You say you entered a new relationship.
If someone's into a new relationship,
and then
yeah.
something's not right.
And something's not right, yeah.
They check down there.
You got to check down there.
And you get a little itching or burning.
Get a little itching and burning and scratching.
You then mess with the people and you just join this relationship.
No, okay. You and I spoke about this before. Some people join a relationship, embark upon a new relationship, and after the first 2 and 3 times of using protection, prophylactics, and all that stuff, then they go, hey, you know what?
I know you.
You's my girl. I know you.
Mine.
You's my boyfriend.
You's mine.
Don't give away my things, yeah? And you say, okay, then. But you say, you know what?
Taking no consideration
about
to what happened before.
Yeah, about their
how
past
you never
relationship.
check yourself out.
Yeah, and you haven't checked yourself out. Mm-hmm. You should get checked. Like what would you think would be a?
I don't know. I'm married.
No, but I think about back in the days. I mean, no, anybody right now. You have children.
I've always thought
about every
this.
3 months, 6 months, a year.
I've always thought about this, that if I were to be in another relationship or particular things, I would take this person that I want to be intimate with to a clinic, or to a space that is at least quiet enough that everybody can say, "Oh, you trying to check to see if you're on second."
No, you need to do that.
It's Wednesday. I know why you're down here now.
Yeah, no, man, no. You have to check yourself.
But just quietly, you want to be able to know the status.
Go
of
and know
person
your
with
status of yourself and the person that you are going to be intimate with. You know, it's nothing taboo. It's nothing to be hiding or afraid to go and have a conversation. You shame. No, nothing to be shame about. What's going to be really bad is if you have something that's very difficult to get rid of. So a lot of people are taking advantage of what's happening down in Eastwood Family Practice. And someone already wrote me and say, where is Eastwood Family Practice? That is number 50 Rosetta Street in Palmdale. They're going to soon be moving, though. But if you are on Rosetta Street, right in between Montrose Avenue and Mount Royal Avenue, and you're heading west, it's right there on the right-hand side. It's a nice little building. It's Eastwood Family Practice. Let me give you the phone number. It's 698-0935. 698-0935.
So where the woman to sell hot dog, right?
Oh, yeah. You keep going west.
And then you go to the light.
Yeah, come on the light, because on the light you have SO.
Keep going straight.
You keep going straight,
right?
And it's right on the right-hand side.
On the right-hand side is right there.
It's right there. That's Eastwood Family Practice. Now, you can get a full 7-panel STD screening or single STD screening, but you have to know your status to help prevent the spread of sexually transmitted diseases and infections, like I said. And remember,
I feel like the day and age that we live in, a lot of persons, not all, some persons deliberately.
What?
Deliberately.
I ain't going there.
That's too heavy.
That's heavy. I told you need to have a show about that part. But let me tell you, because I need to get people to know about this, what they can be treated for or what they're looking for. Now, Howard likes to use the word trichomoniasis. So if you want to say trichomoniasis or trichomonas, yeah, you said trichomoniasis when you Googled it. And I say trichomonas, which is basically the same thing. They can test for trichomoniasis or trichomonas, chlamydia, gonorrhea,
Claps.
herpes,
Mm.
hepatitis,
Mm.
I guess that's B or C, syphilis,
Mm.
and of course, the big boy, HIV. You can get this done for $100. Full money when you're looking out for yourself. And I wasn't told to
Especially if
say.
you have a peculiar cough.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Hold on, what's going on with me?
Wait a second. Sounds like an episode of Seinfeld. But
what's going on with me?
Yeah, no man. But
Eastwood Family.
You got to go to Eastwood Family Practice, man, and get yourself tested for that. Dr. Roll also says, now that's Dr. Rowe, Dr. Adrian Rowe down there at Eastwood Family Practice. He says also individuals dealing with diabetes and hypertension, you need to have that managed properly, and so you can have the appropriate, and he will help you get it done and reach your appropriate goals to prevent and save you from major cardiovascular events like strokes and heart attacks. Individuals who also go want to frequent the facility, they can go there and have intravenous hydration with multivitamins, including vitamin B shots. So that's pretty good. You've seen those shots? That
Yeah,
you
like
can,
the saline bag, ladies.
Yes,
and
yes, yes. I had it done before about 3 years ago, and I got up and I had a lot of nice energy and
You know,
stuff.
I used to go to a spot where they used to give you a shot of B12 also.
B12, very good. That's exactly nutrition tested. You can get it done down there. Asthma. I must be from Australia. Asthma. They have an asthma clinic down there at Eastwood Family Practice. You're dealing with chronic pain. Also, women obstetrics and gynecological visits are down there at Eastwood Family Practice. So you're having a baby, anything, or you might be experiencing some female issues.
So these are private. This is a private doctor.
This is a private doctor.
Does he take NHI?
Does take NHI, very good. You can pay cash, you can use your card, and he takes insurance and so forth.
So I can let him be my private doctor.
Yes.
On the NHI, and do my annual with him.
Yes.
And then he could come check me for some other stuff also.
Yes, you're saying all the right stuff. You and your wife, well, it's just a family, it's the whole entire family. But you and your wife can get your annuals down there, and your kids for immunizations. Of course, the young ones, because not the big ones. Of course, they get their immunizations down there. He wants to let you guys know, or we want to let you guys know, that they're moving to their new office. I spoke about this the last time I was here. They're moving to their new office, and where are they located? The new office is going to be in the Wongs Plaza. That's the office space number 7. It's on the ground floor, opposite McDonald's in the Madera Street. On Madera Street. They've got ample parking, and it's an absolutely gorgeous and spacious and comfortable building. Go ahead.
Where the Wongs Plaza is?
The Wongs Plaza is opposite McDonald's, Mickey D's on Madera Street.
The Blue Plaza where they have that, is it blue or yellow?
I think back in the days I remember it being yellow. It still might be yellow. Yeah,
Right on the
upstairs
side
and
of the school.
downstairs. Very good, right there on the side of the school. That's the Wongs Plaza. Right, you don't need any appointments. Just walk in, and everybody's welcome. Age,
When they moving?
race, gender, nationality. If you're a transgender, you can go down there.
When they moving?
Excuse me?
When are they going to move?
They could be moving soon. Don't jump the gun. I know it's soon. It's a matter of weeks. But right now, if you want to go and see them, give them a call at 635-698-0935, and then go visit them, their Rosetta
This is
Street
important.
location.
This is important. I'm hoping that they would consider something to encourage men to come to the doctor, to go to the doctor.
Yeah, yeah.
Men don't offer to
Maybe, yeah, I know.
unless it has something to do with an erection.
Yeah, yeah, but
And you're sure you're gonna die today?
no, right.
Oh, God, I'm going.
Right. It's not till the.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Take me now.
Right.
And then you go see.
Then
the
you go
doctor.
see the doctor. I
'Cause
think
you're
I
sure
should
that you're
go.
gonna die.
Yeah. That is a terrible thing, but men should go to the doctor. Also, Howard, you make me forget. They are the #1 place to go for Ozempic weight loss program. So now available at Eastwood Family Practice in Palmdale, you can now take control of your weight problem and transform your life. Eastwood Family Practice on Rosetta Street, like I just said, they now offer the most effective weight loss program on the market,
In the
featuring Ozempic, the #1 way to shed pounds quickly and safely. And individuals dealing with diabetes, like I said, who wish to have a tighter control on their blood sugar levels, they go to Eastwood Family Practice. So Ozempic is ideal for that, for individuals who want to lose weight and control their diabetes. Once again, the phone number 698-0935. 698-0935. And you can WhatsApp them. This is the doctor at 376-0935. 376-0935. And that's a great thing to know. Howard, SHSS Electrical. I know you're doing some building and renovation and all that good stuff, and you already have your electrician. You going there today?
I have to go there today.
Okay, good.
I don't
down
have
there.
an electrician.
You don't have an electrician?
No.
I could turn you on to my guy. Listen,
Sir.
No. Not that kind of Howard. He's seeing somebody right now. Howard, he's seeing somebody. It's in a steady relationship. Things are going pretty good. They've exchanged each other's passcode on their phones.
Okay.
They're trustworthy. They just love each other. So SHSS Electrical, they located. Howard, where they is?
Chesapeake.
Mother sick, this nigga. Oh, I can't say that word. This guy is fast. This ninja is fast. Howard, you're just like a ninja.
Chesapeake. You test me on that.
He was a bright-skinned ninja. Hey, listen.
You test me on that enough.
SHSS Electrical, man. Hey, you need anything electrical for your home or your office or your apartment, your Airbnb, all that stuff, go down there to SHSS Electrical. Right now, I was just talking with his daughter. Right now, for their anniversary, they're having a huge raffle, Howard. Now, up until April 26th, make a purchase in store and enter to win. Enter your name and number in a box, and you guys are going to win. What are you going to win? You can win things like a $1,000 Rubis gift card. That's great. A 7G television. Now, how come they ain't telling me this? Well, mother, you just send me things last minute. You can get a spa gift card. Stay for 2. Embrace Resort. You can get a stay for 2 at an Embrace Resort. Man, I just learning all this stuff. Shoe Village gift card. Ninja Air Fryer. I just used the word ninja. Ninja Air Fryer. You could win that too. $500 budget grocery
They have
voucher.
Ninja Air Fryers there.
No, you could win these things.
Oh, you could win that.
But you see all these things you could win? Gift card for $1,000 from Rubis. 75-inch TV. Shoe Village gift card. Ninja Air Fryer. $500 budget grocery voucher. That's from Budget, of course. Shoe Village. Stay for 2 at an Embrace Resort. And a spa gift card. All of this at SHSS Electrical right there on Chesapeake Road. Listen, if you guys were thinking about going anyplace else, I'm sure this changed your entire mindset of where you're going to go right now. Also, they want to let you guys know that the giveaways, now let's see this. Now the March, the drawing will take place on April 26th via Facebook, live, hosted by this. We can be hosting that with them. They also have the trivia giveaways. That's what's happening every weekend on WhatsApp lines. And you can go ahead and WhatsApp them to be a part of that. And the live remote's going to be happening down there. And
when are they going to do it?
That's great. April 26th, man. This is crazy. All those different things. So once again, SHS is doing all those wonderful things over there. The phone number for the WhatsApp is 827-3150. 827-3150. 827-3150.
Let me take this quick commercial break, guys. When we get back, we're going to hear more about SHSS Electrical and all these things that Direct Marketer is going to be talking to us about. Quick break. Going to be right back after this.
The foundation.
The Foundation. We'll be back right after this.
The foundation. The foundation. The foundation. The foundation.
You try to rest, but roll with the best. For all your printing needs, there ain't no one better, no. For posters and banners, magazines and flyers. For window decals, greeting cards and newsletters. No job too big and there's no minute. Just give us a call. Let Print Masters bring your masterpiece to life.
Located in the Nassau Guardian Building, telephone 302-2361.
It's time to upgrade the way you enjoy at-home entertainment. Alive Fiber is here. Enjoy all your favorite channels and streaming apps, all at lightning-fast internet speeds with affordable bundles, and it's only a click away. Visit www.alivefiber.com to sign up now. Stay connected, live your life. It's good to be alive.
Contact Da Vinci Printing Innovators today for all your printing needs. Customized receipt books, NCR forms, invitations, event tickets, program booklets, business and ID cards, flyers, posters, and banners. There's scanning, printing, lamination, and binding services. Also, a variety of office supplies. No design? No problem. Dedicated graphic designers are ready to serve you. Da Vinci Printing Innovators, located in the Village Road Shopping Plaza. Stop in or call 677-2922 or browse search DaVinciPrinting242.com, where printing is an art.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Foundation. Foundation. The foundation. The foundation. Foundation.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. 96.9 FM radio. Howard Grant, your company, the foundation, live and in full effect. Jamming the way that we are. We're with Ian Thomas, all the way from Direct Market, is telling us about the Eastwood family, all the great opportunities that they have down there. You can give them a call at 698-0935. Check yourself out. I like that kind of a conversation. I think it's important for us to be able to talk about the responsibility of a sexual engagement. A lot of persons, they are irresponsible, especially young persons. I don't know whether or not it's as a result of being able to just the hype of sex in the environment and the desire for exploration.
Wow.
But there is a responsibility that comes with that. Like you talked about.
Right.
Go check your status.
Go check your status, definitely.
Go check your status.
Check your status, see how the wipe can on. And be like, ugh, why does down there have that odor? You know, it's not good.
Really?
So this is a good place for a stick up.
Really?
Say, here, I bought you some Febreze.
Really? This is a lot.
But I can say that. But hey, Howard, funny story, man. My neighbor, he lives like 4 houses down from me, Howard. Seriously, elderly guy. And he said,
Man, I come home from work and open up a window. All I could smell is when serious scent, marijuana is coming through my window, man. He said, stick my head out the window and start screaming, ooh, that is in my yard, smoking dope. You better come out here, stop, get out my yard, smoking dope. You only get no respect. That's bad. Coming around here smoking up all this dope, and you wouldn't even offer your boy a pull.
He wanted it for his cataract. He wanted it for his cataract.
What about this, kill me?
I don't need to stop.
Hey, Howard, people are ridiculous out there, man, Howard. Hey, listen, yeah, I don't talk about them things no more, man. Look here, Howard. What I wanted to tell you about. Coast to Coast. You hear me talk about them for a little while?
Coast to Coast.
Coast to Coast is what?
To
a shipping company.
Okay.
You write it down, Howard. What their phone number is.
You never tell me about Coast to Coast. You did Coast to Coast before?
Yes, babe.
Coast to Coast, LA.
You don't listen, you know, Howard. So Coast to Coast. Let me see. I have you make me write this number down wrong, you know, Howard. The number for Coast to Coast would be 357. Are you writing this down?
Yeah.
I got to make sure this right now, Howard, because UCOAST, Coast to Coast, and the phone number is 357. Part. 7757. I knew it was that.
Okay,
yes, and that's Mr. Cunningham. That's my boy, man. We've been working together now, almost 10 years ourselves. So you can import anything using Coast to Coast, and they import from anywhere in the world. They're a licensed custom brokerage firm specializing in custom and freight forwarding. And they got the lowest prices imaginable in the Bahamas. They bring your items in, they clear them, and you can even get them delivered straight to your home or your business on time and damn. Also can track your package no matter where it is in the world, because they had a state-of-the-art GPS locators on all of their goods that they bring in. So you know where your package and your pallet and all of your stuff that you're bringing in, you know where they are at any moment while the package is in transit. What I love about them, Howard, is that they handle all the logistics, making the process very much easy and easier than the other places. So whether it's clothes or medical supplies or furniture or cars, grocery or hard to find auto parts, you can call Coast to Coast. If you need engines and transmissions, because people always say it's difficult to find an engine or a transmission and bring it in, you can call Coast to Coast. They also bring in electronics and refrigerated goods. That's not a problem. They can import that. Plus, they also have the ability to order cars from the auction for you for pennies on the dollar.
So they're licensed then?
Yeah, they're licensed. That's something you used to do, Howard, back in the day.
They license at the auction.
Yeah, they license at the auction. Cool. Very good.
I was thinking to myself if I should go.
You go back into that? Yeah, I think you should go back in that. You're pretty good at. You're pretty good at that. You just have to align yourself with a good mechanic.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah. Anyway, well, if you do, use Coast to Coast. So Coast to Coast.
So they can bring in the car too.
They can bring in the car. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. Don't forget, they can also they also have their own U.S. address, so you can ship all of your orders to where they'll be secure until your scheduled arrival date to the Bahamas. So Coast to Coast can pay for the items in the U.S. and pick them up for you, worry-free, alleviating you from jumping on a plane, purchasing a ticket, renting a car, getting a hotel, and all that added stress. You just give them a call. And for you individuals living on the Family Island, all these services are also extended to you guys. So stop dealing with these jokers. Call Coast to Coast today. They've been in business over 10 years. Like I said, the phone number is 357-7757, and they have moved. They're no longer on Soldier Road. They're located number 85 Crawford Street. And that's Crawford House, Oaksfield. You know what that is?
I never heard Crawford Street.
Yeah, it's Crawford Street. I've been there a couple of times. That's right off of... They call it. I think they call it.
Is right up the road.
Yeah. They call it. That's not University Drive, is it? It's called
it is.
Okay,
Thompson Boulevard.
It's right off. Yeah, Thompson Boulevard. All that. Yeah. So they're offering quality custom brokerage
service. So they're in the Red and White Plaza down the road here.
Excuse me.
The Red and White Plaza just before you get to the. Where are they located?
That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
They're located right now on number 85 Crawford Street, Crawford House, Oaksfield. But most importantly, dial the phone number. You guys bring in anything from the States, and especially, I don't know how these tariffs and all these different things are going to be working. Call Coast to Coast, see what kind of deal that they can do. Say, hey, Mr. Cunningham, I heard Howard and Ian talking with you. What you could bring in for me, I bring it in this, I bring it in that, furniture. Please don't say furnitures.
I think we all been looking for a sense of consistency. There are some guys who have been kind of grappling with their warehouse space in the States, inconsistency with their flights, not sure about how things are going to be able to move on the boat.
Right.
And so all these things are happening with these people who have this these import companies.
Yes.
And so we've been looking for a sense of consistency.
Yes.
We've been looking for, if I purchase this today and it get to Coast warehouse this evening, I need to know when your next plane leaving. I need to know
when the boat leaving.
When the next boat leaving, when the plane leaving, when these particular things are happening for us to be able to do these things, right? And so
people just come and throw things at you nowadays.
So I just need to know exactly what's happening like that. Do they have that sense of consistency?
They definitely do. They can tell you on everything that they're importing. They can let you guys know that, hey, listen here. You can depend on us because this is how long we've been doing these things. These are our relationships.
Set of tracking. So let's say if I get something from Amazon, right, or I buy something from eBay, right, and they say it's delivered today,
right.
So I should see on Coast to Coast tracking that they received the package today.
Now you're cooking with gas. Yes.
And so they should be able to tell you after it's received. It should be able to show me it's out for delivery, it's shipped now, it's in Nassau.
Yes. They can answer these questions because I use them and I let my mom use them. I haven't turned my sister on to it yet.
So I gotta wait for 3 weeks.
No, 3 weeks? You think that been here?
No, sometimes you just have to wait for 2 weeks and things. The people
no, man, these people don't
what
pay no
happened is
games,
that no, this is what they tell you. No, what happened is that we miss a flight or something happened with the flight or things were backed up or there's so many persons by, they only have so much space on the plane or the boat or wherever. This is what we're dealing with out here.
Coast to Coast is excuse free. All you can hear is where your things is and you can be home, what time, and you want to drop to your shop or whatever. And what I like about them, yes, they have open trucks that can drop off, and they have enclosed trucks. What do you call them?
So-
Yeah, like delivery trucks.
So I could pay
Yes.
online,
Yes.
do everything online.
Now you didn't tell me to talk about paying on. Okay, that's a good question. I don't want to agree to that until you give them a call. What's the phone number again? I just gave it to you, Howard. 357
7757.
7757. Coast to coast shipping, 357 7757 357 7757. That's an easy number. So, yeah. So, what's your question again? You said you want to find out
If I send you home
Uh-huh.
and I order something from Amazon,
Right.
and because Amazon is requiring you
Right.
to put in
Then you would
their
send
address.
Yes. You would. Whose address?
Coast to coast address in the States.
Good.
So you put coast to coast address in your states and your Amazon stuff. They
Yes.
deliver it directly to coast to coast. They tick it off. My Amazon thing pings me, bing, it's been delivered. So I
Uh-huh.
can be able to identify that it's delivered. I should get a simultaneous notification
Yes.
from coast to coast to say that we have received the package today.
Right. First, we'll go online, Google what simultaneously means. Then we. Then we'll say, you get that? Yeah. All right then. So then they will call you, or you will call them and you say, hey, listen, I made my order. And you say, hey, Mr. Grant, yes, we received it. And then they give you a delivery date. Now, the only thing that would alter that, and this is me just talking off the record now, would be weather, I would assume.
Of course.
Yeah, weather would
course.
play a factor on.
But coast to coast got to be able to inform me of that, though.
Yeah. They stay in contact. They say, you call them, they say, man, listen here. You say it was coming on Wednesday. It's Tuesday. Is it still scheduled tomorrow? Yes, it's still scheduled for tomorrow. I'll give you a time. If not, we'll tell you when it's going to be delivered because due to weather.
So all these big furniture, because you know what I want? I want one of those.
Please don't say furnitures. Please don't say furnitures.
No, the
Okay.
furniture.
Okay.
Those ones that are actually they actually deflate, or they take all the air out of it.
Yes.
They wrap it up.
I have
the
that.
big couch. You have one?
No, I don't have the couch. I got the bed. I got the bed like that.
Oh yes, because
Yeah.
I'm watching these
Yeah.
guys, and they wrap it up in the plastic, and then they take all the air out of
Right.
it, slip it into this kind of a box, and
Yeah.
you open it up, and as soon as you actually allow it to kind of breathe again, boom, it pops open.
Right.
And it seems to be a comfortable couch. It looks like a beautiful thing.
I want
one of these things.
I was on TikTok. I'm sure you saw it on TikTok also. I was on TikTok when I saw that, and I have the bed towards that. When I say bed, I'm talking about the mattress. So
Coast to Coast can bring that for me?
Yeah, they can put it. And when it opens up, you keep it open. You let it sit for about a day, so it can
Firm up.
It can firm up, right? That's a good word. And boom, then you're ready to use. But it's wonderful. I know. I love it. I love it. I love what you say. I still have
Coast to
one.
Coast can bring that for me.
They could bring that for you at an amazing price. I'm telling you. I work along with other
The only way the price can be amazing is if they do this kind of a bulk thing all the time, and then they can hit me with no crazy price.
No. They have so many people using the service and bringing things in that's how they keep the cost low.
I want one of those. And I want one of those. You remember those?
You sound like a little child. And I want one of those. Uh-huh.
I need it for my son and my baby girl. What's the chair that has all the cushion that you could sit in it by itself? The independent, the little small. It looked like a big cushion.
A beanbag?
The beanbag.
Yeah.
The beanbag.
You like all these different things. You like
This
all
for the
these
babies.
blow up things and everything.
This for the babies.
Next thing you know, who is this guy who's writing? Ian, can you all bring a blow up doll? Get your crazy stuff off this thing, yeah?
Go ahead.
Yeah. So so Howard's getting a blow up couch. This guy.
No, I'd like to have one, but I just need
this
to know.
This guy's getting blow up entertainment.
Whether or not I need to know whether or not they offer that, because a lot of places will tell me, okay, Howard, no, we can't bring that in. Howard, if it's an 85-inch television, we don't know if we could take it.
They
at this
tired
particular
bringing
time.
an 85-inch TV. They just bring one 75-inch for my son. Think they can't bring 85 inches?
Okay.
So you bring all that and they wouldn't give you dirt?
He give you food.
He give you food. He give you dirt? The shot gone? I'm going to make a book with all these different things. It was a salami.
You gotta be big.
Hey, that's a crazy. Hey, somebody pass me a box cutter. Stop it, Howard. You're an adult, Howard, and you're a radio host.
Go ahead.
Be intelligent. Okay, so we're going to go there. Coast to coast. Phone number. Need something shipped to the Bahamas? 357
This sounds it's
a number, man.
357-7757. 357-7757. This sounds exciting, guys. You got to go down to Coast and check these particular things out. If only being able to talk about
man.
Ian, let me take this quick commercial break. When we get back, we're going to talk a little bit more about these things that we got going on out here. But I'm excited about it.
I'm excited too.
Quick break, guys. Going to be right back after this.
The Foundation with Howard Grant. We'll be back right after this.
The foundation.
Benazir Lampkin. Besides carrying all the roofing material needed to cover East End, Enterprises also has all the equipment needed to put it together and to protect your workers. At Enterprises, we got hand tools, power and manual, including hacksaws, hammers, mauls, wrecking bars, well, hopefully they won't need them yet, drill bits, tapes, plumb bobs, levels, and more. We got cement, concrete bond and fiber, lime, sand, and P-rock. We got dust masks, safety glasses, gloves, hard hats, and high visibility vests. Lampkin, what we got here at Enterprises is a one-stop shop for builders.
Celebrate life with family and friends this Easter at Nassau Cruise Port. Join us for a special Easter Tings brunch on Sunday, April the 13th from 11 a.m. till 2 p.m. For $50 for adults and $25 for kids, enjoy delicious pancakes, waffles, mimosas, and more. Bring the little ones to the corner. Plus, you can shop till you drop in stores like Bahari, House of Assembly, Vida Kaya with exclusive discounts, a spring fashion show, and exciting contests on Sunday, April the 13th from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. Visit Facebook for details.
Now let me see now. 326 EPIC. Hello. This Epic Eckert battery. This Miss Beulah from round the corner. I hear you're selling tires now on Wolf Road too.
Praise the Lord. It's about time. I live Fox Hill and Fire Trail. It's too far.
That ain't all. They open Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. On Sunday and holiday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
My brother Sam, he's a hacker, and he could go right there and get fixed up.
Call us at 326-EPIC. We ship also to the Family Island.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Foundation. Foundation.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. I want to hear more about this coast-to-coast stuff. I think a lot of us are our service that we've been rendered by these import-export companies.
Mm-hmm.
They only want to get your money. They
No.
get your money, they claim, they indicate that they can get your service. You don't get your thing for a month and a half sometimes. This thing happened, that thing happened, all these things happen. There needs to be more formality. There needs to be more organization in the logistic aspect of these particular things. Now, based upon what you're saying to me now, as a Negro male,
Yes.
I want to be clear with you. If
sir.
I use coast to coast,
Yes, sir.
and they are inconsistent, or if I find out anything like
Yes.
the other fellas, I can deal with you.
No, you do it coast to coast. 357-7757. And on the break, Howard said, can they bring in an engine and a transmission? That's what I
did
said.
ask you.
Yes, they bring in engines and transmissions because I know a lot of people. I had that problem before where it was difficult to find a
I had to
particular
bring in. I
transmission.
have an issue with my truck. Right. I have an issue with my truck. When I purchased it, I got a hit on one side of the truck. Right. All right. You know, you purchase it like that. Right. I figure I could fix it. But I look at my guy, Michael Fox. He's my he does all my body work and everything. He looked at it. He says, "Your chassis is bent." I said,
Wow.
"What?" And so nothing could line up properly on the truck because the chassis is bent. And so we try to weld that and do all kind of things to this particular thing work. And so I purchased a chassis. And I was having difficulty with finding a company to bring it in.
Yes.
Because the chassis should charge me car prices.
No, it doesn't make
Because
any
it's only
sense.
the frame.
Right.
Can Coast to Coast do this for me?
Coast to Coast can do that, and I wish Coast and Coast could make my sister stop calling me while I'm on the radio. She's on the radio. She's calling me and she's laughing. I should put her on speaker, but she's pretty, but she's a moron. Because I wrote her and I said I'm on Howard's show. She said I love Howard, but this is important. I don't know what's so important. What? Where did I put the iron? Yeah, you'll come with this one.
She actually
No,
really
I'm just joking. She's crazy. Bye-bye, sister. I have.
I can literally hear your sister on the phone.
You can hear her?
Yes, tell her sister
go.
bye.
She going bye. Okay then. Hey, listen here, Howard. I gotta jump straight in this thing, man. IPTV. You have IPTV, Howard.
I do have IPTV.
You know what IPTV is? It's a wonderful thing to have, man. If you guys are tired of boring old cable and stuff like that, you guys got to get IPTV just like me and Howard, and we feel big time. You can get over 4,000 stations.
Watch on the IPTV recently.
I know what you watch on the IPTV.
No. I've been watching
recently.
a lot of the BET movies.
Yeah.
So whether that's Tyler Perry movies or the old, they had the Fighting Temptations and other.
Oh
things like that.
yeah. I seen some.
I enjoy these things.
That's it. Yeah. Well, Howard, there's some great
school
stations.
movies.
That's why I love old school movies.
And my kids, you know, because I'm always indifferent with them watching YouTube and stuff like that. I just don't feel like it's wholesome. All right. And so I give them the old versions of what I used to watch.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Right?
Wholesome.
Like, for instance, my son is crazy right now for Donatello, Michelangelo, Leonardo, and
God. A ninja again? We're using this word so much.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
He's deep into the thing.
Howard, I told you can't use the N-word on the radio.
Ninja?
Yeah.
He's deep into the a lot of the products and stuff that you watch right now is not good. And
It's not
IPTV
good.
is provided an opportunity.
IPTV is the bomb. I
This
watched
is also
IPTV all last night. People asked me to go last night. I was home chilling out. Like I said, be like Howard and myself. Over 4,000 stations, ladies and gentlemen, including Bahamian stations, Jamaica, Haiti, Africa, India, and more. They got the stations like what Howard likes, all the adult stations.
You need to stop saying that, sir. I do not have that on my
Sorry,
phone.
Howard does not like the adult stations, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta correct that. Howard loves. Hey, who's that? Hey, I came to fix your pool.
Your pool?
Yeah.
I thought it was the summer.
Yeah. So why do you just have a belt on?
It's too much, sir.
Anyway, listen here. So you got adult stations, stations for kids, like Howard just said. You got religious stations. That's a wonderful thing. My mom loves that. And you can pay as little as $225. And we have different packages if you're doing 1 TV, 2 televisions, 3 or 4 televisions. You can get a package for that. You can pay monthly or every 3 months or every 6 months or a year. You can get all these things done. You want IPTV? Give me a call. Ian Thomas Direct Marketers. It's 5. I get Disney Plus, sports, Africa, all these different things, all the gospel stations, dancehall, reggae, Latina stations. You can get pay-per-view sports and pay-per-view movies.
Well, this is
Only
big.
thing you need, huh?
Yeah, you can get your MMA and all these.
MMA, all of that.
Wrestling,
Only thing you need
everything,
is internet access and a television with an HDMI port. Or if you have a smart television, then we can possibly put the program directly onto the television, and you don't need any external devices. But it's wonderful. Westerns I love. Bruce Lee stations I got. All Bruce Lee all day, 24/7.
that's nice
Gunsmoke.
stuff.
Martin. I watch Martin all the time. Three's Company. I always tell you, I watch Three's Company every night. Someone tried to quiz me. You watch Three's Company? Who are the people is? I say, first you got Janet, Jack, and Chrissy. Then Chrissy left, and her cousin Cindy came in. Then Cindy left, and they brought in Terry.
You've been watching this for years.
I've been watching this for years. Then you got Larry upstairs. The first downstairs people who were in charge of the building, that was Mr. Furley. Then Mr. Furley left. No, I lie. The Ropers were downstairs first. The Ropers were downstairs. When the Ropers left, Mr. Furley came in.
Three's Company.
Three's Company. I love
And you
it.
watch all this
Come
on
and knock
IPTV.
on my door. We've been waiting for you. Where the kisses are hers and his. Three's Company too.
I like this. Yeah.
I love it. Hey, so give me a call, 552-0212.
I like the old school movie though.
Yeah,
Like I feel like everything is so satanic that I'm watching now. Like why are there demons and ghouls?
Demons and
goblins
everything
and everything. This is too much.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't want to watch this.
That's crazy.
This is too much.
So you want that IPTV? Give me a call, 552-0212. I'm going to hook you up with that.
You can watch Mr. Ed.
You can watch Mr. Ed,
You
man.
want Mr. Ed?
I watch all them different things, Columbo, all the
Nick at
different
Night.
things. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh, no, you watch it. Howard, someone's asking me right now about the compression gloves for their hands. I only got like one more compression glove. I got compression knee bands and ankle bands. If you're dealing with any type of problem in that area, if you're suffering from any pain in the knees or the ankles, stop living in agony right now. Get yourself a compression knee band and ankle band. Right now, it's available. You got knee bands starting at one for $25. You can get a pair for $50, of course. You can get ankle bands. You can get a single one or a pair. You're going to get that. You might have an old pain that you're dealing with, maybe a sports injury injury, or you're just getting older, and you say, you know what, man, listen, yeah, when I wake up in the morning, the crack, 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 boom. Protect your knees, protect your ankles. Remember, once cartilage is gone, it never grows back. So if you are someone who exercises and go to the gym or go walking or running in the afternoon, get yourself the ankle band or the knee band. Howard would hate supernatural. What is this? Someone just say, write something. Howard would hate something. I know they're writing, but I know. DNA Direct. You want a paternity test done? You want to find out if someone's your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your grandparent? You get yourself a paternity test or a maternity test or a grandparentage test. Find out if someone's your grandparent. Or you can get yourself a siblingship test. Biological testing starts as low as $450. If you need one for court purposes, that's $550. So stop wondering, wow, this baby ain't look like me, or wow, this boy wouldn't come check for this child, and he noticed he child look just like him. You want to find out if someone is related to you? Get yourself a DNA test. Starting as low as $450. No needles or blood involved. You get your results back in 7 to 10 business days.
It's a swab.
And they have a mobile service available 7 days a week between 7 and 7. Yes, just a swab of inside of the mouth. You get your results back in 7 to 10 business days. You want to dial 324-0665. 324-0665 for DNA Direct, when knowing the truth matters. Also, Howard, privacy screen. People have been calling me all day yesterday. Privacy screen. You don't need no privacy screen. You get fence or wall. You see that?
I want 50% off.
If you're tired of looking, you can say on the radio. If you're tired of looking.
I don't know if people understand that I don't have a problem asking.
If you're tired of looking at your neighbor's untidy yard, oh my goodness, people say, man.
That's not going to clean up the yard, by the way.
No, but it can block it out. People get cars all piled up, the yard all looking bad. They say, I don't keep my yard like that, Ian. Look at it. I don't want to see none of that. Or the dog next door, every time you come outside, the dogs start barking as they see you. Get yourself a privacy screen. It can go straight onto your chain link fence, so you can have that little bit of privacy. It's 50 feet long, 6 feet tall. It comes in a breathable mesh material. You can get it in green or black, and it's easy to be installed. $189, 50 feet long, 6 feet tall, privacy screen. Now you can keep your property private, and everyone ain't got to be looking inside your yard. I just talked about the blow-up bed, Howard. I see my time going down. You need a blow-up bed. People come in to stay by your house, or you're going somewhere. People come in. Just move. Or you living in a house and you've been sleeping on the floor for a little while. Get yourself a blow-up bed. Now they're on sale for $275. These ain't them one back in the days would get a hole and stuff. This thing is self-inflating. You plug it in, it blows right up.
Jeans could burst it.
These are strong.
Even comes with that. You lay in it too, boy. Your jean pants.
I know them said. And you have all kind of patch. This one even comes with a blow-up backboard. So it's really, really strong and comfortable, Howard.
Over the top.
It really feels good. You can get that done. You can get that. Also, hey, listen, the bully pill is going crazy. If you're dealing with any ED problems, that's erectile dysfunction, get yourself the bully pill. It doesn't make any sense. You have an old floppy penis that's just hanging around, can't do anything. Let your penis go to work. Say, work, penis, work, work. So you can get, I hear somebody out there laughing. So listen here. If your penis looks like it's broken, get yourself the bully pill.
Go to Eastwood Family.
No, it's 6 pills. It's 6 pills. It's all natural. It's all natural.
Cast and put it around.
No, Howard. You might as well tell the people get some spray starch and just iron it stiff. No, get yourself the bully pill. You're going to have a nice, strong, stiff erection, and you and your partner's going to enjoy it. Trust me. If you're dealing with diabetes or hypertension, it won't bother you because the pills are all natural. It's an all-natural supplement. Give me a call. Ian Thomas, Direct Marketers, $55 for a bottle of 6. We also deliver $55 for a bottle of 6. Get yourself the bully pill. It works. Ian Thomas, Direct Marketers, 552-0212. That's 552-0212. Man, Howard, I had such a great time here with you today. I'm so glad that you invited me, and I just want you to drive safely, get home, give me a call, and we'll talk about the things that you're interested. You were talking about today with all the different products I talked about.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Ian Thomas here with us, being able to talk to us about what's happening down there at Direct Marketers, Eastwood Family Clinic, SHSS, the coast-to-coast stuff, all those things that are happening is excellent. excellent to be able to talk about that. And I'm excited. The IPTV, all those things, guys. He's had some great products, very consistent. A lot of the things that he's brought forward over the years, I've been able to test those out and the consistency in that. So I want to thank him for bringing that to the forefront. And I want to see you guys tomorrow. Join me on Carmichael Road as we go live remote down there at the Marshalls Plaza. Sell all. And we're going to be talking about those things. So if you get an IPTV, you may to come pick up one of them Starlink. The foundation.
Foundation. The foundation. The foundation. Found.